Hey, y'all. Hey. What is up, everybody? So, y'all, we just had a new episode come on. Y'all, and we gotta talk about it. So on Thursday, y'all know I go live by myself, or I might bring somebody up if somebody's available and they wanna hang out or whatever. But we're about to talk about it. So, we just gotta kind of hang out and talk about it. And then tomorrow, y'all make sure y'all come through tomorrow because we're gonna do our panel discussion where we'll have the crew up and we will, have a whole discussion over the entire episode. But y'all know I'm just here to talk to y'all tonight about the episode, the little after show, so we can get our feelings out because Junior was out here acting a fool again, ticking me off again. What's up, Toya? Hey, sis. What's good with you? What's up? Hey, Derek. Hey, Derek. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, Barbara, Demarcus. Demarcus, you've been wilding out in these doggone comments, bro. Seriously. Just been wilding out. Always extra. Listen, now I do like Lauren. Lauren, I absolutely like. I just don't understand why you like Donna trifling self. She was doing a lot too. Y'all see how Antonio was shushing her up? Y'all just know I was like, I was like literally like, yes, shush her up because she talks too much. Thank you, Toya. I appreciate the super sticker. Thank you. So anyway, y'all, I am. Let me see. I got a few parts I want to talk about because Donna don't know how to stay in her life. She really don't. Okay, that part. Definitely no team Donna. Donna was doing way too much, y'all. When she went to go see Larry, I was like, really? Now, y'all know if she really had, like, if she really wanted to get back at Larry for what he did, like, as far as his part that he played in Lou's situation, I don't really know if she know about that, but anyway, at least with Sasha's situation or just anything, just if she wanted to get back, period, she had the opportunity. That's not what she about though. Like she really is just out here trying to get money. That girl is ridiculous, y'all. Like seriously. I cannot stand Donna. And everybody was having all this sympathy for her when they did the flashback. I was like, I ain't got no sympathy for her at all. No, she is not. Oh my goodness. Don't even try it, DeMarcus. See what I talk about? You be just doing the most. No. Why don't they tell us Chippy ended up with you? They will. They're supposed to have another flashback. I don't know when it's gonna come on, but there's supposed to be another flashback. So I think they're gonna tell us exactly, what the television version of it is. Now, y'all, on this particular live right here, the one where we just kind of chilling. If y'all want to talk about the books, whatever y'all want to talk about, I don't care what we talk about on this one. We talk on our discussion tomorrow. I try not to talk about the books because in the panel discussion. But on this one right here, y'all, we talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We just chilling. Uh, Donna is the excitement in the film. DeMarcus, you see how my face almost. What is that? What is that? Seriously. Hey, Lady Virtue. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. What does the book say about my question? Let me go back to your question. Why don't they tell us how Chippy ended up? Oh, girl. Well, I'll tell you how that happened. Is that the question you're talking about? I think that's the only one I see. Yeah, DeMarcus is a Donna fanboy. He's such a fanboy. But Toya, to answer your question, book version of how Chippy ended up with Junior was because so after the whole debacle with LC or whatnot, and just to clarify, in the book, when LC tells her that he cannot be with her because he doesn't love her, that he's in love with somebody else, he tells her right now, maybe it wasn't the opportune moment when he told her because it was like bad timing, real talk. But at the same time, at least he did tell her. Him and Chippy actually did not get together right then. Chippy had left and everything. It was just a whole thing. So they didn't get right back, like they didn't get together. It was some time that passed before they actually got together. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there. But to answer your question, Donna is pregnant, right? And Donna gets on drugs really, really bad. And Chippy ends up finding out about it literally just kind of by accident. I can't remember why she was out there. I think she went to go get Levi or something, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the exact details because I gotta it's been a minute since I read that particular portion of it. But anyhow, she just accidentally saw her. And then she followed her or whatnot, and she goes into this drug house. No, somebody told her, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody said, yeah, she's on these drugs or something. Anyway, however she found out that she on drugs, right? I'm rereading it now so I can get back fresh on it, y'all. But anyway, she found out that she on drugs. She goes to the drug place. I hope I can say drug place, y'all. I hope they don't be trying to kill my video. But anyway, she goes to the place and she finds her there. And basically, when she realizes that she's pregnant and she put two and two together, that this LC baby, she do what she got to do to make sure that his baby survived. And when it was all said and done, she took her to like a local doctor, whatever you want to call it, like a local person who does doctor things, but they not really a doctor. You know what I'm talking about. So she takes her there, gets her kind of cleaned up as much as she possibly can, just enough for her to be able to give birth to Junior. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, she didn't want Junior. She said that she didn't want him. She said that she'd rather leave him at like a convent or whatever she wanted to leave him at. I can't remember the exact wording that she used, but she definitely did not want him. She was like she didn't want them to have him. She didn't want him. It was just crazy, y'all. Y'all got to read the book because that particular part right there is heartbreaking. The things that she said about how she didn't want him and what she was willing to do, all because she was so hurt. I guess I don't know, like I really can't call it exactly why she was doing all this because it ain't nobody that could make me say all of those things, even if I was heartbroken over a man. Like I just wouldn't do it. But that's that was Donna. And so yeah, the orphanage. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Thank you. I appreciate it. She was gonna leave him off at the orphanage. And I'm like, so you would leave him at an orphanage just because you don't want him to know like you hate his father that much? Like, I just don't understand it. Like, that was just a lot. And so when it was all said and done, Chippy, basically, I want to say, did she give her the drugs? Or did she give her money, drugs, and a bus ticket, if I'm not mistaken, is what she ended up giving her. And she took that instead of taking her child. So it is what it is. She just didn't want him. And I can't wait to hear what the television version is going to say about it, because that's the one that I'm interested in, because they've kind of already, messed up the whole book version of it. But at least we can still hear, at least we can still see what they're going to say, because, child, I don't know how they going to play this out. Donna don't know how to stay in her lane. Nah, she don't know how to stay in her lane. I was loving it. Like, shut up, Donna. Listen, I was saying the same thing. Donna pissed me off the whole episode. Yeah, Donna talked too doggone much. Why don't they tell? Oh yeah, I just answered your question. Oh, and Chippy was the very first person to hold Junior, by the way. She didn't even want to hold her own child. So Chippy held him. She fed him first. Everything his first. She did it. Just an FYI, LaToya. That's how that all went down. Donna couldn't crush a Frankenstein food. You're so silly. There was no Elsie or Chippy in this. Nah, no Elsie or Chippy in this episode. Fanboy DeMarcus. In the book, does Larry and Elsie link back up? So I'm trying to think. So the book version of Larry's thing is a little bit different, because in the book version, he actually is in two asylums, or whatever you call them, mental facilities. So the second facility that he's in, when he breaks out. So the first time he breaks out, it's actually Curtis and the brother that's with him, right? Then, a lot of stuff goes down. They end up catching him. He ends up going back he goes into another asylum. And this is when he actually meets Holly and I can't think of his name right now. Dennis, I believe his name is, because he's going to break out again. So the book version is a different from the television version on how Larry's story kind of goes, and that's book 5, by the way, if you want to read up on book 5. But they're always going to be family, and LC loves his brother regardless, but his brother just need help. I am so interested in the books because of your recaps. How many are there? Yeah, so there's the grand opening 2, then there's family business 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The family business 7 is coming out on in August. So that one's going to be about the New Orleans. It's going to be about New Orleans. And I think they're going to like make that one more towards the television version of it. But so you have that one, and then you have like these other little bitty books that are inside of there. So you have To Paris with Love. So that's where you're getting like the Niles story comes from To Paris with Love. Now, if you're gonna read the books, do not read No More Mr. Nice Guy first. Read To Paris with Love first, and then No More Mr. Nice Guy. If you're interested in Paris' story, read them in that order because it'll make more sense. Because if you read them opposite, then the No More Mr. Nice Guy will spoil the book for you because you'll know what happened to him because the prologue starts out with what has happened to him. And it's kind of telling the story of where we are in the television show right now. It's kind of pulling from those 2 books. And the books are very interesting. They're so great. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Hey, Tamika Boo. I miss you. I hope you come join us tomorrow for the live. I'm gonna send you the link just to make sure because I thought I did, but I'll make sure I send it to you. So hopefully you can come through. Oh, he's talking about I'm a Lisa Ray fan. Boy, get it right. Listen, first of all, she Donna. She is not Lisa Ray right now. She Donna in the television show. So what's it gonna be? Like, is you Donna fanboy or are you Lisa Ray fanboy? Because that's 2 different things. Derek, you're so funny. It was cool to see Consuela and it. Man, bump Consuela. I keep trying to figure out why she's still alive. Yes, midwife. Y'all know I be messing up these words. Orphanage. Yep, that is the word I was looking for. So basically, Donna was Consuela in the book. What? Why is somebody always got to be somebody else? I think she gave her a bus ticket too, if I'm not mistaken. Kim, I think she gave her a bus ticket too. I love me some Chippy. I love Chippy too. It's a ticket to New York. I can't remember where the ticket was to, but she did give her that bus ticket. Oh, now she wants to be mother of the year. Yeah, now she do. Thanks. I remember on the TV version, Consuela gave up Nevada, and in the book version, Donna gave up Junior. I mean, that is true, and that's another thing that's different in the TV version. How Consuela and Nevada's relation, like how that all went down, is different from the book version. Because in the book version, Consuela actually has Nevada, but she have him in boarding schools, and they don't meet Nevada until he's like 15 or something like that. Until he's like older, like that's when they actually meet him. So a lot of stuff is different. A lot of stuff is kind of changed up. You're the only one I watch for the show. I love the way you break. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love me some Vegas. Oh, yes, girl. You know Vegas is fine, fine, fine. And you and me, we done been on this whole. Let's see, because I feel like we've been going through a lot of the breezy videos on Instagram, so we've been doing the most. TV version switch the characters around from the book. Not all the time, but some of the times things just have to be done for television version versus the book version. In the book, there's so many different things that you can do versus what you can do, on TV. You got to change it up and make it a little bit different. So I get it. Um, just like in the book version, the chick, what's her name? Kim, I believe, inside of the television show, the one who was over the Hellfire, she actually doesn't die in the book version, and her name is Marie in the book version, and her in Vegas are a thing. So, just yeah, so many different things. I could remember if it was because, girl, we be trying so many videos. Uh, hey, Renee. So yeah, this episode was crazy though. Let me see. Let me see if I got some clips. I'm getting my clips together for tomorrow, y'all. Let's see if we got some clips we can look at. Cause it was something. This table is
won't serve any of us well.
I agree with you. Some of us should stay in the dark, the others in the light, but this venture is about risk.
Yeah, I can't stand none of these people at this table right now. Like I hate all of them. And how Alexander Core gonna pop back up? You should be somewhere trying to recover. Like I'm so over this. Orlando was going to get Ruby because Ruby she had took little man and they basically on the run. So this is another part that's in the book though, when they go on the run and because that's how I knew they was gonna get back together. That's why I've been like dreading it because I'm like, oh, they're about to put them back together. But yeah, so they're going on the run because Antonio is not gonna rest. Do y'all think Donna is actually gonna be able to pull it off? Do y'all think she's gonna be able to get at Ruby? Y'all know I can't stand Ruby, but like Donna better not touch Ruby. Like we can talk noise about Ruby, but come on now. I just don't think she about that life, y'all. I don't think she about that action. Listen, I don't know what kind of table they done put together, and I'm so mad at Brother Minister, y'all. But that's another one that he turned on. He do the same thing, like in the book. I want to say in they have a book called The Education of Nevada. I think that's when we get the story of how Brother Minister, but I can't remember. I don't think so either, Kim. I think she gone. I think DeMarcus, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I think your girl is about to go. I think she about to. I just found out in episode 6 that Ruby and the kid will find a safe place in the Big Easy. That's the nickname for New Orleans. Hey, that's what's up. I gotta go look at the rest of the synopsis. I think I stopped at episode 5, if I'm not mistaken, because I think that's the last video I did for a synopsis video. And then I think they came out with the rest of the synopsis, but I haven't looked at the rest of them yet because I have been working on doing these book series for y'all because I don't know, I just felt like we needed to do a book series, so I've been working on that. Can we please, for the love of Almighty, get it? Oh my goodness, no! Leave Nevada alone. Toy, leave him alone. Let him be. We done grew up with him now. We done got used to him. Donna can't smoke Ruby because that would cause a chain reaction for Orlando. Listen, Orlando love Ruby dirty draws, so if she touch Ruby, that's it for her. I'm sorry. Don't nobody care about her being Aunt Donna. Don't nobody care about her being junior mama. None of that, y'all. So I got a theory, y'all. I want to run my theory by y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think, okay? I was gonna do a video about it, but I ain't have time to. I might still do it though. So this is my theory. I just hope it's real because like I can't make any sense out of it. Like I can't like nothing is clicking for me cuz it just feels weird, right? Like why is Junior doing all this, right? Like how do we have such a huge character shift just like this? But we all know that the Duncans don't never lose, right? Like that's never going to happen. It's going to look like they going to lose and we going to be going and going and going and up until the very end it's going to feel like they going to lose, but then they going to win, right? What if Junior is playing the role? What if him and LC have already had a conversation? What if they've already talked? And what if this is the plan for Junior to pretend? What if he knew that there was gonna be like this whole thing where they try to go against him and they knew that they would come to Junior if there was some kind of strife. And this was like him infiltrating the alliance. I just want it to be y'all. It's probably not, but it's my way of trying to rationalize it because it feels so weird to me. But I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, he's played by Carl Weber's son. He ain't going nowhere. Listen, leave that baby alone. If Donna smoked, Ruby Vincent will die. Ruby's supposed to get pregnant to save Vincent. Like she might already be pregnant. To be honest, Ruby is Orlando's baby mama, the one with the accent, the one that unalived her husband. I was about to say what's his name, but then I forgot his name is the same as Little Man. Even though I think they gonna change that baby name because didn't Orlando call him Junior in this? Like he don't ever call him Vinny. I feel like he called him Junior. At EJ, I was thinking that too about yeah, I mean, I really would love for that to be like in game. Like I feel like that would be a great twist on it. Like it's all just fake news, but nobody else knows about it except for LC. Like he's the only person that's privy to it. Um, I think that might be interesting. It might turn out like that once he finds out the whole truth. It did look like Junior, not with Donna. Nah, he was shaking his head. He was like, because that's the other thing. I'm like, you just gonna sit up there and let all of this stuff happen. Like, it's just too many things that are moving and happening. And I'm like, dang, how do we get here? How do we get to you actually being down with this? Like, bruh, something is not right with it, y'all. So that's why I think that we're gonna see Junior having a shift. What about Junior dissing his wife? You might be right. It gotta be a yeah, I feel like it's if this is the case, like if this is right, I feel like it's necessary because he has to play that role. He has to play that role like bump everybody type of thing in order to pull this off. It has to look like he 100% don't mess with them no more. So that's what I think, y'all. I really hope I'm right because otherwise I'm gonna be hating Junior for a long time. And, and I freaking this girl, that part, he killing me with the way he treating Sonya. I'm like, look, we sacrificed a lot for you to be with Sonya. So we gonna need you to get it together, bruh. Okay, that part. He acting like a puppet. Listen. I mean, I mean, he is a puppet to me. He don't even look like he making his own decisions though, low key. Like, so that's why I came up with that. I thought I was thinking about that earlier, y'all. That's why I came up with that theory because I just feel like this stuff don't make no sense. I'm trying not to curse y'all. This don't make no sense. Y'all know I don't know if y'all know this, but I have a real potty mouth. I be trying to hold it back. His reaction to them making him leader was sus. I mean, just everything about this whole thing is sus. Like, don't none of it make any sense. Like, you just don't go from not like somebody, I can't remember, somebody had put in the comments, they was like, didn't he want to have more responsibility? He did, but y'all got to remember that when he asked to be over the, because he didn't ask to be over the, he asked for something else. He reached for the sky because Lou had told him that if he asked for something, ask for more than what he want, and then he'll land where he want to be and he'll get the job that he want. And that was the job that he wanted. He didn't actually want to be like the over everything. He was trying to get the job that he got because that's what Lou told him to do. So I've never seen where Junior has ever wanted to be the head of anything. Like when he says, I always wanted to be, have my own, whatever he said, shit, I can't even remember, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When he said that, I was like, Junior, you ain't never. And even in the book, y'all, like seriously, in the book, it literally says in the book, I can't remember which family business book this is. I think it's whenever Vegas, I think it's when Vegas get out, when Vegas is about to get out. I can't remember. It might not be then. Whatever it is, it don't even matter. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, in the book, he says that he didn't want to be like he don't want to be at the head. He don't want to be the leader. Yeah, he the oldest, but that's not what he wanted. I want to say it's in book, I think I want to say it's book 1 when Paris get into all that mess that she get into with the congressman's son. So that's another thing too, y'all. The way that this show starts out in season 1 is different in the book. It's a little bit different, kind of similar but different. But they targeted him because he was the head of security, so he would know LC's moves. Well, they just need, like they always say, they just need somebody. Like, what better way to get at LC rather than to go through his own son? That's why I feel like LC knows about this, and I feel like this is all a big plan. Like, it gotta be. Like, I'm telling y'all, it gotta be. He did wanna watch over the Italians though, so yeah, so that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to the job that he has well, that he had, where he, is over the Italians or whatever, that's the job that he wanted, but he had asked for something else. He asked for something that was higher than that so that his dad would give him that particular job, because he knew that's what he would do because that's what Uncle Lou told him. So, but he ain't never wanted to be the head. He ain't never wanted to be over anything. He just out here acting a fool. I'm like, I always wanted to be the head or the leader or have my own. When did you want to have your own anything? When did we ever find that information out? When did this ever happen, y'all? Seriously. It never happened. It's fake news. Like they doing too much. Let me see.
You look absolutely delicious.
Grazie.
But for the record, I knew you'd be coming back again. Sooner or later.
Why Alexander say he know she was coming back, y'all? I said, oh, you was real cocky. I said, she ain't never coming back to you, bro. Not until you got to get your stuff up, because right now Antonio is doing all the things. He went and got them kids when they was locked in that cage, and he trying to take over LC's organization. Like, he's doing all the things. So she really don't want you, bro. But that was cute how you thought that was what was about to happen. Basically, Junior is Larry Duncan. Why we got to go through these things, DeMarcus? Like, why we have to go through these every single time? Why it always got to be like that? Okay, so why? Tell me that. I'm just sending a text, y'all. I just don't understand, seriously. Okay. So, anywho, DeMarcus, you know what, DeMarcus? That's why I like you, because you keep me going. You always got something to say. You be trying to run my blood pressure up, I know. Let me see. Oh, y'all. Niles. We gotta talk about Niles right quick.
He's alive.
Alive.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I saw them cover him up with a sheet.
Fortunately, I am. Had a long talk with a fire constable, and this is what he told me.
Y'all. If you said that Niles was not gone, that he was not gone to the upper room, then you was right, because Niles is not gone to the upper room, y'all. And I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but all I know is that I am so ready for Christian Keys to reprise his role as Niles, because I need to see this. Like, I need to see exactly what's gonna happen, y'all. Curtis going to find Niles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's definitely going to find him. But y'all know that Niles is from New York, right? Like, Niles, like, even though he be trying to act like he international, he's actually from New York. So he has family there. So when Paris was saying about Uncle Willie, that's his family that's from New York. He's the guy who, the only other person that he trusts. He was the one when he became a hitman. He actually helped him with a lot of his jobs. Like, I think that's the only family he has left, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe his mom passed away. Girl, that part. It's gonna be interesting. Honestly, Kim, I really didn't want Niles to be gone. I just really wanted them to have a conversation, but now we done kind of went too far. So I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know if it's still a contract out on LC or not. Like, it's a lot of stuff that needs to be answered that I feel like I just need them to go ahead and wrap it up in a bow and answer these questions for us, because I got so many questions. I wonder if Niles and Bobby the Beast. Listen, it ain't even no fight. Parents love Niles. Like, she really do love him. But I mean, he tried to unalive her daddy, and she had to do what she had to do. It is what it is. I mean, it just is what it is, you know? Oh, you already put that one. All right, let me take that one off. But yeah, I mean, what you gonna do? But I still think they should have talked. If they had a talked, I feel like everything would have been okay if they had just had a conversation. But I just feel like she dropped the ball on that one. She should have told him exactly who she was. And I feel like the fact that he was ready to marry her, I feel like that right there, I just feel like he would have called off this hit. Like, he would have found some kind of way to get out of it, is what I think. But I don't know. Listen, bro. This is what so irritated me, is that, so I don't know if somewhere down the line, when the actor who plays Paris, when she went to go do Batwoman, I don't know if they changed up stuff in order to kind of fit into, to make it work for what they were doing. I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that the chick you're talking about, Naja, she gets unalived in season 3, if I'm not mistaken, by her father. Her father has her brother send, I believe Sage ends up doing it. Sage ends up unaliving her, right? But in the book, that's not what happened at all. In the book, she's the one who is trying to get back at Paris. She's the one who set up the whole thing with Niles getting the assignment to unalive Paris's father, because of course he probably get hits put out on him all the time. Like, I'm sure of that because of who he is. But she was the one who set it all up because she was jealous of him in Paris. And so she set it up so that she could, find a way to come between them. But now that she's unalived in the television show, who in the world did the hit then? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm just missing something. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just, it's baffling. Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out who else. It just feels so personal, to want to take out LC. and to use Niles specifically to do so. And I know, because I know somebody probably going to say that Sal had that hit out on him, but that was a while ago. Sal been gone. So it's the same thing. Like Naja was gone in season 3. Sal was gone in season 1. Like, I don't know. Niles might think Vinny or Armin tried to unalive. Listen, he not gonna think. He know exactly who tried to unalive him. The only person that was there with him. Now you got to realize that happened in London. That did not happen in the U.S. So it was only one person that was out there with him that wasn't there. He knows who did it. Yeah, Sal only paid for half of it. He didn't pay for the other half of it when he tried to put the hit out on him and use Niles. So I was like, now that Sal is gone, nobody else paid the other half of it, because I'm sure Vinny ain't had that type of cash to do it. And then why would he do it now? You know, if anything, he would point his anger towards Orlando or somebody. Like, I just can't find the right person who would want to put the hit out on him and who would want to use Niles to do so, and who would pay the entire fee to do it, because you know they had to pay for that. Niles ain't cheap. So I don't know. I need those answers like ASAP, because it's irking me to not know that part of the story. I feel like they got so many stories going on right now. You got the Rio and the Rio story line. You got Paris got what she got going on. You got LC's other story line going on where he out here, you know, getting his get back. And then you have Orlando and Ruby who on the run. You got Junior and his shenanigans. Like, it's just so much stuff going on. We can't forget about Randy. What about him? Randy ain't got that kind of cash to hire Niles to get rid of LC. Rio needs to say. Listen. Hey, Barbara. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Why you say Rio needs to sit down somewhere? Rio saying he finna figure it out. He's saying, look, he finna figure out who robs him and who tried to rob him and his mama. He about to, what he gonna do, y'all, when he find them though? That's my thing. Like, so you doing all of this to find them, but then what? And we still don't know where Harris is. Shoot, because Harris done messed up with the Italians. So he probably on the run somewhere, or he unalived. I don't know which one. But remember, Junior gave Antonio the blicky that Harris used to unalive Sal. And we ain't seen Harris ever since. So, you know. It is not. That's like one of the best storylines, but maybe you just have to see the way that they're bringing it together in the television story is a little bit different. Maybe you just have to see the book version of it was actually pretty dope the way it all happened. That's why it was one of my favorite storylines. Yeah, she does. Oh, where could I put the hit on? You think so? I don't know. But like I said, but I don't know. I just feel like exactly. That's what I said. Either Harris is gone to the upper room or he done skedaddled and he in hiding somewhere, one or the other. Cause yeah, you see these Italians, they don't mind unaliving some folks. So there's that. So I guess we're gonna have to wait it out to see what's gonna happen with Harris. I think, if I am not mistaken, I think it's kind of towards the end when they come back to the Mariah storyline, because I think I did read that synopsis, but I can't remember what episode it was. I think that might be like episode 6 or something, if I'm not mistaken, where Mariah is going to be having some mental health issues and they're going to try to get her help. So maybe they might revisit that. Maybe we'll find out what happened to Harris at that point. I don't know, y'all. I'm here for it though. I'm here for all of it. Like, I am 100% invested in the family business. London and LoJack are together on the Miss Pat show. Heck, they together on this show too. Flex. With himself. I like the Miss Pat show too. That's a good show. It'll be funny. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. What was y'all favorite part about this episode? What y'all rate this episode, as a matter of fact? I'm gonna give it like a 8. Because I was here for everything kind of coming together. I mean, I realized that it was more like like let's put it together. But y'all know that this is how this show goes. Like they'll get real I guess active is the word I want to say when they get towards the last few episodes. Okay, 7.5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Miss Pat be funny. Some people don't understand Miss Pat humor, but Miss Pat is so funny. I love that show. It's so funny. But let me see. I hope Christopher in the next episode. I don't know when Christopher gonna come into the episode, but I do know that he's gonna be there. But you give it an 8, Kim? Yeah, that's where I'm at too. About an 8, 8.5. But y'all know I be giving it extra just because I love it. So I always give it like an extra 0.5. So just always take 0.5 off when it comes to me. But DeMarcus, you don't count no more. You always giving it a 7. Can we get a 7.5 at least? I'm just saying. At least. Yeah. They do have some dark moments. But yes, I don't know. Let me see if I had anything else in here that I wanted to talk about from this episode. So we talked about Niles. We talked about did I play that part for y'all about Donna? Hold on, let me see that part because I love this part forever. This is my new favorite part.
Well, I was just saying that we need to consider.
We, please. The only person I'm here to consider is the man that's sitting in front of me. And if he should come on board and would like to invite you, I am open to discussion. But right now, this is who I'm here to see, and it's with no disrespect. Please understand this.
That was my favorite part, y'all. I said, well, get her all the way together because I can't stand Donna, y'all. Like, I really can't stand Donna low-key. EJ, can you explain to me about who Brandon is? Brandon is just a friend. That's literally all he is. Is just a friend. In the book, it's somebody else. He's I can't think of what his name is, but he got another friend in the book. I don't think his name is Brandon. I think it's something else, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Brandon, but he's just his friend. He's just his childhood friend. They be doing dirt together. They be robbing together. Listen, Sebastian quit the round. I was about to say the round table, y'all. Sebastian quit the friendship table. Why they calling it the friendship table? They got me out here calling the friendship table. Sebastian quit because he didn't want to be part of it with KD up there. Well, can we say quit or can we say he kind of quit and he kind of got kicked out all at the same time? Both. Yes, he put Donna in her place. You're welcome, Vonnie Love. Yeah, he put her in her place and she needed to be put in her place with her extra self. Like, how you gonna act like this your plan? Like, first of all, they came to you with the plan and now you trying to be the one to tell what we gonna do and how we gonna do it and when we gonna do it and what we should be doing. You ain't never ran a drug business a day in your life. Like, and now all of a sudden you know everything to do. I'm like, girl, sit down. Listen, Katie Shrug's gonna be something else. He really is. I feel like Katie, I don't know if it's gonna be this season or if they gonna save that for next season, but KD definitely gonna show his behind. I mean, he can't help it. I mean, look who he is. Like, it's definitely gonna be something else. When is they gonna tell Roman that? Listen, I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta wait and see. We gotta see when they gonna build it up. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that they do towards the end. You know how they like to do? They like to push it towards the end. Listen, stop it, DeMarcus. No, 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 and no. He ain't told her how to run no doggone drug business. Stop playing. You know he didn't. He didn't even leave her his shares in Duncan Motors in the family business. Come on now. He did not. He left it to his daughter Sasha because Sasha knows about the business and Donna doesn't. Does she know that they do some stuff? Yes. But do she know about the business? No. And I can tell you right now, ain't no way in the world LC would have ever let her around his business. So not gonna happen. She just doing the absolute most. That's it. She just want to be involved, and all they was really doing is using her. And both of them is about to be out here looking dumb, just dumb. I really hope my theory is right though, y'all. Because if my theory is right, then y'all know I might. Then I can't call Junior dumb no more. But right now, from where we are right now, him and his mama is dumb. They doing too much. But if the theory comes true, then hey, then it's a good play. That's my whole thing too, DeMarcus. That was the crazy part to me right there. I said, like, I don't get it. Like, y'all go form this alliance, but without Heat, like, what are we doing exactly? Because they still haven't been able to duplicate Heat just yet. I mean, they got close with Fire, but Fire was out here knocking people off. So I honestly don't know. That was another one of my many questions about that alliance table. It just didn't make any sense to me. So, there's that. But let me see if we had anything. So we talked about the alliance table. We talked about Niles. We talked about Donna trifling self. And let's see. I think that was some of the major parts that happened. Some of the biggest major things that went down. We talked about some of the differences in the book stuff. Do anybody got any more questions about the book or anything else y'all want to talk about? Because I think that's really all I got today for right now. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a whole recap over the episode with the group, like with the whole panel. We're going to talk about the whole episode and see what everybody else's thoughts are. I just like to do this after show to just come and hang out with y'all and just talk, one-on-one. See what we got here. What we got going on. It started in August. I mean, well, hold on, because they might have changed the date. The book come out in August, and it's supposed to come out. They ain't got an official date, but they did say that it was supposed to come out toward the end of August, and I don't know if that's changed, to be honest, because I feel like if the book comes out in August, typically they would wait. So I feel like it's probably going to come out a little bit later this year, but we gonna have to see. We gonna see. I'm ready for the spinoff too. If y'all were looking at the flashback episodes, those are some of your characters right there for the spinoff show. You got Big Shirley, and I think we're finally, for all our book readers, I think we finally gonna get our answers about Levi, y'all, in that spinoff. At least I hope so, because it's not in any of the books. So I feel like we're finally gonna get those answers. So definitely can't wait for that. I think she will. I think it's all gonna come to the light eventually. I think he about to have a problem with him sooner than we think, because I think that's all about to blow up in his face, him and this Darnell situation. And I think that that's gonna be another thing that Rio is probably gonna end up helping him out of a situation with Darnell. So I think all of that is gonna probably start to happen like towards the end. I need to go find the rest of these synopsises so that I couldn't even say that right. Synopsises. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I need to go get the rest of those so I can kind of see what's gonna happen on these last few episodes. But yeah, DeMarcus, I think that you definitely think you definitely hit it on the head right there. He definitely finna have a problem with Darnell. That's gonna happen. I think they was setting that up for us from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden y'all real cool, but something is about to happen. He either about to ask him to do something that he don't want to do, or something about to go wrong. Like something is about to happen. And then they're about to be at odds. And I think Rio is gonna be the one to help him out of that situation. So that's gonna be interesting, y'all. I'm kind of ready for that storyline to go ahead and really develop because I feel like it's kind of dying right now because they haven't really like pushed that storyline because we got so many other things that are happening. But I feel like they need to go ahead and push that storyline a little bit more so that we can kind of go ahead because at this point, if you're only watching the television show, you like, who the hell is this dog on? Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Who is Roman? Why do we even care about him? You know, like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And I get that they're trying to introduce you to him, that they're trying to get you to know him, yada yada yada. But I think they need to speed that up. Like we need to go ahead and get to the point before people just get uninterested in it. You know, the people who haven't read the books. I feel like people who've read the books will stay interested because they know what's to come. But people who haven't just gonna be like, why we even care about this? What's the point? You know, like who is this and why are you even showing us this? So I think they need to move that a little bit faster. I feel like, okay, we got enough development. Let's just move forward. So that's my thing. You're welcome. When was this? Jesse Britton was a part of Brother Minister crew in the family business in season 3. I don't remember that. And it probably wasn't. I mean, the guy who plays Jesse, maybe so. I don't know though. Like I feel like I would have well, I probably wouldn't have recognized him. Not then because I wouldn't, you know, the Black Hamptons hadn't come out yet. So I don't know. LC Duncan. That's who his real father is. That's who his real father is. But in the I don't know how they're gonna play it in the book, and I mean in the TV show, but in the book, she always lies to him and basically tells him that I think she tells him that his father passed away or something. I can't remember how she explains it, but of course she has a story for, you know, all the questions that, you know, people are gonna ask at some point. Um, so we'll see how they play it out in the TV version. But his actual real father, biologically, which is where the story is building up to, is LC. LC and Chippy are going to be his parents. It's ironic that they're kind of quote unquote maybe possibly losing this one son who is having this whole identity crisis, possibly because we still got my theory on the table, y'all. We gonna leave it on the table. But then you have this other son who I feel like he's not gonna be mad like how Junior is upset. I don't think he gonna be mad at his mama, and maybe that has to do with the fact that she's, you know, dying. Maybe that's what it is, but I don't think that he's gonna act how Junior is acting. I think that he's gonna be hurt, but at the same time, I don't think that it's gonna keep him from loving her or having like a negative reaction towards her. If anything, I think it's gonna be weird to know that you have this whole other family that you didn't even know that you had. And I think it's going to be an easier transition. So I don't know. I guess we shall see. Because Junior done worked my nerves so much that I just want to see something be easy. I just need for them to get something simple. Because y'all know in the trailer, you know, you got that scene where you're going to see Chippy like really, really crying. Like she crying hard. Y'all know when Valarie Pettiford do them hard cries, she be in them. But she doing like that hard cry and Nene is consoling her. I feel like that's either for one or two reasons. It's either they talking about Junior or either she finds out about her long lost son, one or the other. And y'all, right now, I ain't really missed on this thing. I said that was Niles on that table, and it was. I said it was a flashback and that was Niles from the trailer when we saw the trailer, and that's who it was. So I feel like I'm winning right now. So, maybe I'll get this one right too. So we gonna see. Let me see what you said. Hold on. Jesse with the security at the place where Sonya was supposed to get. Oh, okay. I didn't even pay attention to that. I can't wait for them to give more context on Levi Duncan's character. I know, like, I'm so ready for that. That's why I'm ready for this spinoff series, because I feel like that's where we're going to get all of those answers at. I feel like we're going to get those answers pretty quickly because they're going to need to establish like the story. And if y'all saw on the flashback, it was 4 brothers who came in there, and so you do get a chance to see Levi. And I just happen to know that that they did have a scene with him, but it was taken out, it was cut out, so we didn't get a chance to see him in the scene with him and Shirley in the scene together, but it was there because it was a clip of it. I think it was on Instagram, or either it might have got sent to me, I don't know which one it was, but it was in there, but they didn't keep it in there. So we gonna see. I'm excited about that one too, y'all. I already pre-ordered my book for The Family Business 7. So that way I can already know. So I'm ready to read that one so I can be ready. Donna will probably unalive Antonio Dash for Dominique LaRue and Alexander Core to get back together. Donna ain't finna unalive nobody. DeMarcus, stop giving your girl so much credit. She is gonna pull the trigger though, but I don't know if it's going to actually be at a person. But in the trailer, it does say she gonna pull the trigger. Oh, yeah, for sure. The actor, not the same character. Is Levi the oldest Duncan brother sibling? No, he is not. It is Lou is the oldest, Larry, Levi, and then Elsie. Elsie is the youngest. But Lou is the oldest. Lulu. You would think it would be Larry, but it's actually Lou. Because I used to always get those two confused. Shirley is, so if you saw episode not this last episode, the episode last week when they did the flashback, the girl that Chippy was talking to is Big Shirley. Well, Big Shirley is going to have a relationship with Levi. Levi is the other brother that we're talking about. They're going to have a relationship together, and they're going to have a kid together. Apparently, they're going to have more than one kid, according to the television version. But in the book, they don't really talk about him anymore. After they give you that one little part of it, they stop talking about him, and they don't ever tell you what actually happened to him. So we're hoping that all those questions get answered either with this new book and with the television show. But that's who Big Shirley is. She's Levi's, I don't know if they got married or whatnot. I feel like they might have. I don't know if they got married or not. But anyway, they together. She is baby mama. And she also was a war at the war house. As a matter of fact, she was the bottom B because she was the oldest one there. She'd been with Big Sam for the longest. I was so disappointed in their choice of Big Sam. Big Sam was supposed to be fine, y'all. Big Sam was supposed to be light-skinned and tall with these green eyes or something like that. But I don't know what the hell they had going on. Disappointed, to say the least. Yep. Lou is the oldest Duncan brother. Yes. Did you think Trent and Marlon Duncan were brothers? They're gonna have to be. I think they're going to have to be. I just gotta figure out how they're gonna put all of this together. Cause like I said, I feel like Trent came from a whole nother Trent's character, I feel like was created before the family business was written, before it came out. Maybe not before it was written, but definitely before it was written. But so I think the way that he's kind of meshed into it, I don't know. They're just gonna have to find a way to make it work, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Trent has to be Levi's other son, and Marlon, LL. Hold on, let me put your comment on the screen. Marlon is gonna be in the new show, so he's gonna be the other son. He's gonna be the son that's in the new show. I want to say the one that who's the actor name, y'all? Drop the actor name in the thing. I can't think of his name right now. He's gonna be playing him. I think the guy who played. Didn't he play? Did he play in Big Mama, y'all? Didn't he play Big Mama 3, Big Mama 2 or something? I can't think of his name right now, the actor name, but yeah, he's gonna be the son of Big Shirley and Levi. He's gonna be the one that's gonna come and ask for the help. Is Trent the one? Yep, he is the one that was unalive. Mr. Trent, Mr. Ladies Man. He's the one that used to run them scams on the older women. But yeah, they took him out when they thought that they had took out Orlando, but they really took out Trent. Yeah, so I think that they never confirm that he's yeah, Brandon T. Jackson, that's his name. They never confirmed that he is Big Shirley's son, but have come to that conclusion. It's the only thing that makes sense. The only thing that makes sense, the game. Brandon T. Jackson. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he's gonna be playing Marlon. I can't wait to see Brandon T. Jackson play in the original. So, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, y'all. I just feel like they could go on and on and on with this whole family business thing. Like he just have so much content. When I tell y'all that he has so much content, I am telling you, like he got content for days when it comes to these characters, when it comes to these books. And if you haven't read them, like I like to listen to the audibles. I'll pick up a book and read it sometimes, but most of the time I'm listening to the audible books because I like to hear the different voices and stuff like that. It just brings it to life for me. I'm just an audible person, but I'm telling you, if you pick up one of these books, you will fall in love with them. I'm telling you, they are so worth reading. They are so good. If you like the TV show, I'm telling you that the book version is so much more vivid. It has so much more stuff going on, and you will absolutely love the development of the characters in the book. 100%. Absolutely. See, I looked at the first season first before I read the books. But after I looked at the first season is when I jumped in and started reading the books. Because I read some of his like some of his other because my little brother used to love his books all the time. So not a stranger to his books. I just was not familiar with this particular series at first until I saw the television show, until I saw the first season. I'm still trying to get through the Black Hamptons. I don't know what it is about the Black Hamptons. I'm still trying to get through that one. I've listened to most of it, but then I haven't just like it don't grab me the way that the family business does. It's not bad in any way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it don't hit me the same way that the family business does. So what up though? What up though? So it just don't hit me the same way, but you know, but I'm still gonna finish it though. I still gotta finish it because it's a lot of questions that I need answered about Moses, seriously. But I just haven't had the time to really go back and do it. And now that I'm doing the book series with you guys, hopefully y'all will go and download the Audible book so that we can read them together. Because I think I'm about to do chapters 4 through 7. I'm gonna drop those probably over the weekend. And then I'll just keep going. I don't know how I'm gonna drop them. I'm just gonna drop them as much as I can. But I don't know. I don't read these books several times. What up though, Kirk? What's up, bro? Haven't seen or heard from you in forever and a day. How are you? So y'all need to get y'all look seriously, read the books, and then let me know what y'all think. Because I'm telling you, it's like a whole fandom when it comes to the books. It's a bunch of people that are really, really into these books. And y'all gotta check out the other stories. Like he has books, like I'm pretty sure that he's creating books for each of his characters too. So you got To Paris with Love. That book is all about Paris. You got Trouble in Rio. It's a whole nother story that's about Rio, about some stuff when he go out of town. You got Nevada, because which the story where you see Nevada and Kia, the chick that works at Hellfire right now, they have a whole little thing. Like it's gonna be a whole story that comes from that. So that's why I say he got content for days. I mean, he could really keep this thing going. Demarcus Moses is from the Blackhamptons. The main one of the main characters in the Blackhamptons. But yeah, it's just it's a lot. So y'all go ahead, get those books. I have some links in my at the top of the YouTube channel. If you click the link, I actually have some of the books linked. But like I said, right now we're doing the grand opening. I'm gonna try to finish that one up. It got 64 chapters, y'all. So y'all know it's gonna take me some time to get it all done because I have to, you know, I have to re-listen to it. Then I have to do my voiceover for it. Then I got to do, all the things that come up with posting it. So give me some time, but I'm getting as much of it up as possible and still trying to do all my other stuff. And make sure y'all follow me on TikTok because y'all know your girl be out here trying to make these TikTok videos. I'm trying to grow my TikTok channel. I just started it. I just started this new one. So I'm trying to grow it. I need to get to 10,000, y'all. But I'm a little short right now. How many businesses do the Duncans have? Because remember, they took over Core. Now, that part, I don't know exactly how many they have because, they have all the car dealerships. Like you said, they took over the Core business. They have the clubs. And ain't no telling what other businesses they have as well. Moses is Martin. Yes, Moses is Martin and Malcolm's father from the Blackhamptons. And they've been doing a lot of crossovers, if y'all notice. Yeah, we remember Tony Dash. We can't forget him. Are there two? Yes, there's a grand opening 1 and 2. So grand opening 2 is going to lean more into you're going to learn about Elsie's mom in that one. So and that's also where you're going to get your story about how Lou and Donna got together, how that all came about. So that's where you're going to kind of find the grand opening 2 dives a little more into that side of it. Which the grand opening 2 is really good too. I like both of them. Like I can't even rank the books how much I like them the most because I like all of them and I like all the spinoffs. Niles, No More Mr. Nice Guy. That's a really good one to read right now. That's another really good one. And that one you can read as a standalone. And then if y'all remember The Man from 3B, that's not like part of the family business series per se, but it does give you an introduction to Daryl Graham. And if you Daryl Graham is in the books is Vegas's best friend. So all of his books have like they kind of intertwine and I love books like that where you can, where each character, like where they develop the character so well that you can have them, as single characters here, or they bring in all the different characters. I mean, heck, they even brought in the Family Business 5. I mean, it's very brief, but I love how he does it. Y'all remember Savannah Kirby from Influence, the movie Influence and the book Influence? At the end, she has like a talk show, and they even bring her into it where they're interviewing the family when they talk about this whole, stolen baby situation. So it's a lot. Do you think the dashes they need to get completely wiped out? I'm so over these damn dashes. Like, and every time, like, why do we keep trusting them? Like, bull crap. So over them. Should I start with the grand opening books? So I would start with, because see, you can start with the grand opening if you would like to. I don't think it will hurt too much, but some of the stuff, so the way that he wrote them or the way that he writes them, some stuff will be spoilers if you don't read them in the correct way per se. It's little things, but still spoilers. So honestly, I would say read the family business first, the very first, the family business, and then travel back to the grand opening 1 and 2, and then go to, let me see, would I would probably go to the family business 2, but then in between there, you have to read To Paris with Love. I can't remember exactly when, because that's when you're gonna get your whole Niles and Paris story, and you need to read that because in the family business 4, I believe it's the family business 4, is where we're gonna find out that, and everybody who's on here right now on this live, on this particular live, on the one that I'm doing, like that we do solo with just me, I talk about the books a lot. So, and I know some people have issues talking about the books, but I'm just telling y'all now, I talk about the books and I talk about the TV show too on this one. On tomorrow's live, I won't talk about the book. I'll just stick to the TV show for the people who come for that one. But on this one, we talk about it all. We talk about everything. So, I said that to say this, that you read To Paris with Love because Paris is going to end up pregnant in the next book, right? And if you didn't read To Paris with Love, you wouldn't know about her whole love affair with Niles and stuff like that. So it's like you have to kind of read them in a certain way so that you don't spoil certain things, or so that you understand where this came from or why this happened. You know what I mean? So that's why I say you would kind of want to read them in a certain order. I think I have it on my community page of how you should read them in what order, but I will post it again just in case I don't. Yes, that's basically what it is. It's like story within story within story, and they kind of are cohesive. But if you read them out of order, like say you just went through and you read the family business 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever. Well, in the family business 5, Larry is going to, that's when he wreaks havoc. The storyline that we're seeing in the television show in season 4. Well, if you had not read the grand opening, you would have no clue who Larry is because it doesn't mention it. You know, you're not going to know who he is just from reading the family business 1, 2, and 3 because they haven't mentioned it yet. That's why you have to go and read the grand opening. But that's why you have to read them in a certain way that so you can understand what's about to happen. Yeah, so it's just I think it's just the way that he wrote them, you know, when he was writing them, maybe, you know, he wrote them a certain way. He even talks about it on his Facebook page about how, you know, he wrote them and how you should read them in a certain order so that you don't spoil it. And when I was reading No More Mr. Nice Guy, at the very beginning of that, now that they've already told us that Niles is alive, I can tell y'all about this. So in No More Mr. Nice Guy, at the very beginning of the book, that's what the prologue is. The prologue is him talking about what happened at the very end of To Paris with Love. But if you read that book first before reading To Paris with Love, then you like, what is going on? So that's why you have to read them in a certain order. And Harris, y'all, his story is all the way jacked up. It's so different in the story. I mean, you know, I'm here for Vanessa Britton. She be doing the most, but you know, it is what it is. I really don't know if I like sometimes I like Vanessa and sometimes I don't. Say it like that. Cause sometimes I be like, okay. Cause she cutthroat. But she be doing her thing. But I encourage everybody to read the books if you're a fan of the television show. And if you're a fan of reading books or listening to books, because you ain't even got to read it, just go listen to the Audible books. That's it. Just listen to them. And trust me, you will be like, okay, but I'm gonna put it on the community page as soon as I gotta remember to do it, but I'm gonna repost it to the community page what order you should read the books in. But I've had some people read grand opening first, but I feel like you should read the family business first before you read the grand opening. So the family business, then the grand opening, and then you can come back to two. Who do you think Consuela gave Donna? Larry. She was trying to find Larry behind, and that's who. That's the information that she gave her. Probably, and I don't understand where these people be pillow talking. Like, I, how y'all be criminals out here just telling stuff? I don't understand how Consuela done made a whole business out of this. I really don't get it. But somehow, some way she has. That's why she said they move around all the time. And more than likely, 9 times out of 10, probably what's his son name? I can't think of his son name right now. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. But anyway, Kenny. More than likely, Kenny probably still talking to what's her name? Yes. Like, y'all is doing the absolute most, but he probably still talking to what was that little chick name? Start with a D, I think. The one that he was going to see. Yeah, that joker. Probably talking to her, and that's probably where she got the information from, and then charged $50,000 for it. Did y'all see one face when she said 50,000? How she looked at him, how he looked at her? I bet you he was like, "What the world?" Yeah, she was. Danielle is her name. Danielle. That made me think of Danielle is her name. Kenny is with his daddy. Remember, they drove off into the sunset, and they were supposed to meet Holly and Dennis. They were supposed to pick up Holly and Dennis and go do what they do. Yeah, Danielle. He probably still talking to Danielle. And that's probably how she was able to actually get the information because that's what makes the most sense. But doing too much. The fact that Consuela is even still alive, y'all. Like, I promise you, she got like 9, 10, 20 lives because ain't no way. Yeah, Dennis with his crazy self, but yeah. Yeah, Holly didn't get unalive. Her and Dennis still they made it out. Because when they were in the car, they said they were gonna go pick them up. Now they're supposed to not I don't know who all now I know that Stan, well, that's his real name, but he's supposed to be in the new spinoff as well. So I mean, this is gonna be interesting to see that. The Duncans could use listen. Alive out diving. She's listen, she's supposed to been gone. Now she done took over Hellfire, got one all hooked. He is like real talk. He really is. Yes, he is. Just the most. I'm like, Juan, come on. Now, y'all know, like, it's a whole story behind Juan, too. Like, Juan and LC are actually really old friends, too. Like, they're like really close friends, and they met in a really weird way. But they are really, really old friends. And I'm just like, so everybody in here has history with people. And that's what y'all get from the book, y'all. Y'all get the history is what the grand opening gives you. Because Juan and LC met when LC was really, really young. And of course, y'all know that Alejandro and Chippy met when she was younger, when she worked at the War House. Well, before she worked at the War House, but when she was on her way to the War House, after Sam had basically talked her into it. And he actually had a thing for her and he like fell in love with her and everything. Like, listen, Chippy be out here making these dudes fall in love. Consuela be putting that on. Oh my goodness. It's called the brothel. Yeah, the brothel. We'll call it the brothel. Yep. Who'd you believe LC's? Listen, I think the only real friends that LC has, honestly, is Senior Cruz. Like, I think that Senior Cruz really, really rocks with LC, and I think that Detroit Red really, really rocks with LC. But I think that Detroit Red, if you he one of those iffy characters. I think as long as everything is good, he good. But I feel like Senior Cruz is like really, really a friend to him. And one is a friend, but sometimes Consuela be having his head up his behind. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but one is a good friend to him. But at the same time, you know, sometimes a woman can make you do some crazy stuff out here. So, but I think those are really his good friends. Um, I rock with Consuela too. Did you see Alejandra Sister Blade this episode? Yeah, I did. But rock with Consuela. See, DeMarcus, see, always the most. Yeah, mine too. I love him. Yes, I love me some Senior Cruz too. He is so fun. I wonder how the alliance is gonna crumble. Listen, because they gonna crumble and crumble hard. But first of all, they got to get rid of Donna. She doing too much. They gonna get rid of Donna. But I still think, because I don't know if you were here, Ember, when I said this, but I think that I think that I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying it till I feel like I can believe it 100% myself, because part of me believe it and part of me don't. But I think that there's a possibility that Junior is playing us all. I think he playing in our face, y'all. I think Junior is playing in our face, and that LC and him already done talked, and that this is all a game, and that somehow LC knew that there was about to be this thing, and he's just and Junior is infiltrating. That's what I want to think. Like that's what I want it to be. I can't really say that it's my gut that's saying that, because I think I'm just making up stuff, but that's what I want it to be. So I think that Junior is going to be the one to dismantle this alliance, because that's his purpose of even being there. So that's what I think. But we gonna see. I'm just trying to make it make sense to me, Ember, because I don't understand why Junior is out here in these streets the way he is. And I feel like that's the only reason that it could be. Like it gotta be something else. But if it doesn't go that way, if that theory doesn't hold, I think the only other person that's gonna help tear down this alliance is probably gonna be, of course, we know Vegas. Orlando got his own stuff going on, but I feel like Vegas gonna be on top of it. If that theory doesn't hold true, then we got to go with who always go. You know, I feel like Vegas at this point is gonna have to be the person that's gonna really have to bring it home. Because at this point, we done got Vegas out of jail. Like he got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs to be the one to save all the days every single time. I need him to save everybody. Sebastian is annoying to me. Sebastian get on my nerves. He just need to put on a shirt. I can't stand Consuela either. She get on my nerves. I told you she should have been gone. Donna, she was dating Detroit Red, talking about she should have kept dating Detroit Red. Donna is here for the highest bidder. Donna is for the streets. Brother Minister disappointed me too. But in the books, Brother Minister also turns on them. So I kind of knew that was coming. But yeah, Brother Minister is something else. And that's one that I actually did not see coming in the book. Like I really didn't see that happening, because Brother Minister, he's the one who created the cheese school and all that stuff. So he has relationships with all these families, because I mean he's creating little assassins and all these other people, that because the school is not just assassins, like it's all different types of things that go down at the school. But yeah, Brother Minister out here for the highest bidder. He ain't nothing but like a little Bernie 2.0. That's it. This literally reminds me of Bernie. Paris got LC shot in season 1. But did she? I hope that theory is true, because LC seems so unfazed by the junior. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, either he giving him space or he trying, because he is distracted with the Vegas thing. I do get that, because he trying to protect Vegas and the Dixie Mafia thing. I do get that, but it also feels like he either real low key just waiting for Junior to come around, or he already done talked to him, and this is just all a big thing. And at the end of the day, Junior gonna be like, "Psych, y'all thought I had switched, but I didn't." That's what I'm hoping for, but we gonna see. EJ to Paris Guide, LC shot. Yeah, we hear that. Hey, Sally. That's what I was saying in the book. He just, oh, okay, yeah. He definitely disappointed me in the book. I was just like, dude, why we have to do this? Like, I didn't see it coming. Young Champ, I literally didn't see that coming in the book. Like, I really didn't. Paris did not get LC shot. Nah, she really didn't. I like Brother Elijah. He needs to come back. Yeah, I just don't know at what capacity at this point. Now that Brother Minister has, unless he come back on the winning team, but I do like Elijah myself too. DeMarcus, explain why you feel like she was the one who got him shot. Because to me, it seemed like Sal was out here running amok and doing the most. So I don't see how Paris was at fault for that, but exactly, she the one who low key saved him. So I don't know. Like I said, that was all the dashes. Once again, these doggone dashes, because the dashes are always doing the absolute most. And that's why I don't understand. Like, well, okay, so let me backtrack for a second. I get that the only reason why Antonio Dash was a part of the friendship table with LC table before he dismissed himself was because of Don Frederico. Because Don Frederico was straight up guy, but then when he got and then Antonio Dash kind of stepped in, I'm like, we should have kicked him off the table right from the jump. We can't trust these dashes. Like, no way. That has nothing. Okay, you said that one. Or at least told him to duck or whatever. No, you're right. She did try to help him. Yeah, Paris was definitely a mess. Paris has had so much growth. Like, I really am enjoying the character Paris, because she definitely has had a lot of growth. So much growth. I mean, but she's still hot though. Paris still say she still be a freak in the sheets. And I ain't mad at it. She's sexually liberated, and that's her business. Shout out to all the sexually liberated people out there. Do what you do. I ain't mad at you. But I always have like the character Paris. A lot of people get turned off from that character. Who is supposed to be the eldest child of LC and Chippy? Vegas is the eldest child of LC and Chippy. So it goes Junior, who is Donna and LC's kid. He's the actual oldest. But then LC and Chippy's kids are Vegas, Orlando, London, and then there's Paris and Rio. And then, of course, the latest child, which is Roman, which would be, he technically is the youngest, because he was the last one that was born. Paris saved LC, but she did not get him shot at the junkyard. That was all Sal Dash. Come on, DeMarcus, stop playing. Stop playing. Listen, I love me some Paris too. Paris and Sasha were two of my favorite characters. I always loved both of those characters. I really feel like they could have just let Sasha went off into the sunset or somewhere. They could have had her go out of they did not have to unalive her. And we could have just unalived the person that we really want to be gone, which was Donna. She was the person that, according to the book, that should have been unalived. She was the one that was supposed to get got. And y'all know that this storyline with Junior doesn't happen in the books. I went back and I was like, I do not remember this storyline happening in the books. Now, I could be wrong, but I am almost positive that this storyline is a TV only storyline. Exactly. That's all they had to do. and we could have been good, but we wouldn't have got that beautiful song. It was a nice song, but we didn't need it because I would have just rather have kept that character. Yeah, DeMarcus stayed trolling. Like to see more of the Irish gang. I didn't like the way they talked. I don't know why. I was like, they was getting on my nerves and they was doing too much. And I didn't like the way they was treating Sage. Even though I don't like Alexander, they could have took him out for us though. That would have been great. Cause that was doing the most. But I don't know. I feel like we're about to get some action these next few episodes though, y'all. But anywho, y'all, I mean, that's all I got for tonight, y'all. We're going to talk about this in way more detail tomorrow. The actual episode, we're going to talk about just the episode tomorrow. We're going to bring the panel up. We're going to see what everybody thinks about the episode and how everything went down. So make sure y'all are watching tomorrow. Y'all never know what's going to go down. So definitely join in tomorrow. Might have a little bit of surprise for y'all. So y'all might want to come through and hang out with us. So I'm about to get up out of here. I got to go try to make some more videos. Got some more TV to look at, some TikToks to make and all that stuff. Let me see. Yeah, Sasha was a very, very beautiful. Yeah, KJ, it's very pretty. But we're about to get up out of here, y'all. Let me see. Dude, I'm not finna mess with you. You already know why. You just trolling. Just trolling. Just trolling. So anyway, y'all, we're about to get up out of here. If you are watching this on a replay, guys, please make sure to type in #replay. Let me know that you came through. And once again, do not forget to join us tomorrow. Me and the crew, we're going to be up here talking about the entire episode. So come through. Let me know what y'all think about the episode and all that good stuff and join in on the discussion so y'all can hear some other points of view for some other people. Because y'all know my people, they be having their points of view and they be out here. So we gonna see if we can get it going. But before I get up out of here, y'all, definitely got to shout out the chat. I appreciate y'all coming and rocking with me today. DeMarcus always trolling, but I love you, bro. I mean, you know, you do what you do. Barbara, I appreciate you coming through. Derek, always a pleasure. LL, Toya, my sis, my girl, always coming through. I appreciate you. Almond Eyes, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Taja, Lady Virtue, thank you for listening. I know you had to work today, but I thank you for coming through to the live and listening. Even if you couldn't participate. I appreciate you just listening in. T, Lemon Kush Pepper, Tamika's Den. If y'all are not subscribed to Tamika's channel, make sure y'all are subscribed to my girl channel. She definitely be putting in the work. Kim, Everett, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Let's see, we got Yowie. I hope I said your name correctly because y'all know I will mess up these names. Renee Beckham, thank you for coming through. Official Bubba, appreciate you. Down South Belly, hey, I like that name. Thank you for coming through. Young Champ, appreciate the conversation. Let's see what else we had up in here. MJ, thank you for coming through. Vonnie Love, of course, always a pleasure. 007 Spidey, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you as well. Kirk, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see who else we had up in here. Ember. Hey, Ember. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. T. Sally, thank you. All right, that looks like it. I think I got everybody up in the chat and everybody who was not active in the chat, but you were still watching or listening. Thank you. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And we're about to get up out of here, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace. I swear I'll be losing my outro, y'all. Peace.